Stadium. And join the two men. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first carry now for Doug Martin. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D looking like they may blitz. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Completes it over the middle to Floyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And he's got Gresham. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is pulled in by the tight end Fells. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Bryant spread out to the right. On 1st first and 10. It's Roethlisberger. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Green, the tight end, in motion. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
First and 15 here behind the chains. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a gain of 20 that time, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's the backup running back, Carlos Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On third down, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Gresham has it left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. On second down, Martin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubts.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the ground. This time it's Martin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a shotgun snap, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They're going to hurry back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Trying to get 3rd and 5. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On the return is Peterson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a run with Martin. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones up to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Arthur Moats. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Defense showing blitz. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Following the penalty, Martin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time running out here on the play clock. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together. Just big yardage, the blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. An attempt carry here for Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He don't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space. 2nd and 10. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And
offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Let's go!
Martin. And he's going to be stopped. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And now Bruce Arians, with a play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th. But they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be, the journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off.
This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents.